You have two different models. Is it fair to say one will be an entry model and one will be a more exclusive model, or are they just purely differentiated from the amount of torque they produce?
Basically, they come in the same housing. They look the same, and it's really just the torque which is the difference, which also, of course, requires a more powerful power supply, etc., etc. Different internal electronics. The motor inside is different, but yeah, that's essentially what both have in common. Is first of all a new quick release system, which is suitable for the direct drive market. So it's a very strong system where which avoids any kind of gaps or shaking of the wheels. At the same time, we made it compatible to the complete steering wheel range of Fanatec. And the next thing is we want to avoid a cable flying around, and it's also we need to make it fit for commercial purposes, where people can turn it endlessly. And therefore we came up with a solution which transfers data and power wireless without using a slip ring.
Will you be developing new rims to go with the new system?
With the Podium wheelbase, we are actually introducing the whole Podium series. The Podium series is positioned above the Club Sport series, and what we want to do is basically for the CSL, CS Elite product range, the Club Sport range and the Podium range, we want to have a wheelbase, steering wheel, pedal, shifter, handbrake, everything on different price and performance levels, but they're all compatible with each other. So yes, there will be new steering wheels. We're actually currently working on Podium steering wheels, which will be very nice, but I can't say anything so far.
How much more performance will the Podium range have than the belt-driven 2.5s?
The 2.5 is, we maxed it out. That's probably as good as a belt-driven wheel at that torque level can get in terms of fidelity and acceleration, speed, etc. Obviously, if you add a lot more torque and take off the belts, you gain even more fidelity. You also avoid clipping, because even if you're hanging in a corner at quite high forces, you still have the reserve, the power reserve to deliver still some effects. So clipping is much easier to avoid. And yeah, the 2.5 will stay in our product line. It's actually our best-selling wheel, and we still expect that it's going to be a very popular wheel. So we're going to keep it at in our product range and that price level, and so the Podium wheelbases are positioned above that.
Are you working with the big-hitting game developers to ensure there's going to be compatibility for the current titles on market when you release?
That's a strength if one wheel, or in our case 2 wheels, are coming from a manufacturer who's offering the complete system, because there are with the other solutions on the market where you have endless combination possibilities of motors and electronics and power supply, etc. It's also difficult for the game developers to support something. They can support direct drive in general, but with our wheel, they can specifically adapt their games exactly to our model. And we have a great relationship to all of the developers out there, not only for PC, also for Xbox One and PS4. They're all gonna waiting for it anxiously already. So we just had a few. We had just had Marco and Stefano from Kunos driving with our wheel and said, "Give me the wheel."
Will this be compatible with console then, when it comes out, the new wheel?
Well, the final testing is not done yet. As far as we can see, there's no reason it should not be compatible to Xbox One. So there's yeah. So far everything is working fine, and yeah, and there's also interest from Sony. So we're in discussions. There's nothing we can really say so far, but I can say it's pretty safe that the production or pre-production will start in October. But we still need to do a lot of testing, and we usually announce release dates once we're actually really shipping to the end users. Before that, it's speculation, and it's yeah. So I can't say anything more.
But it's fair to say we'll probably see this in 2018.
Oh yeah, well, if we can't make it to 2018, then it's that would be a big fail, yeah.